5S is one of the foundational improvement tools of Lean, and it's one of the ways to help a business realize its operational objectives.
5S workshop is a 2-day workshop. First day of classroom presentation.
We do a 2-hour training program up front of going through the sort, set, shine, standardize, and sustain.
Second day we went out and we just tore apart the shop.
We'll head out onto the shop floor, into the office, and we'll do it with them shoulder to shoulder, digging out the clutter that's collected over 2 years, 5 years.
The bottom foundation of the lean manufacturing building block, which is 5S. Sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain.
A lot of the emphasis on 5S is sorting the environment, getting rid of a lot of the clutter, and then starting to put things into place, the appropriate places.
Well, the sorting was one of the coolest things because we were able to take and sort out all the junk that we had in all the areas and just look at the piles of unnecessary tools and equipment and just garbage that wasn't needed.
We're looking to those minute details. Do they have to reach within 2.5 feet? Do they have to turn around behind them to get that tool and bring it back? Do you need this? Do you need it every week? Do you need it every day? Do you need it every month? So when we go through and sort, set the area, they have just what they need to do their job.
And then the next operation obviously was the set in order.
Why do you have to walk 5 feet to the file cabinet to pick that file? Why don't you put the screws up on top of the work table rather than underneath it? Why don't you put your tools on a work belt?
Put back what you really want and what you don't want. So we get everything back in the areas and it's like, wow, where'd everything go? You know, we have all this room now.
Where tools go, where things should go on the floor, walkways that are cleared of things that get in their way. You're going to have a much more productive employee that's going to feel like he has a voice in their work every day.
Once it's back in there, then we just started shining. Who wouldn't want to walk into an area that everything's in place, the floor is clean, the equipment's clean. We clean all the equipment, machinery, tools, floors, walls, everything we could to make the place look like it was brand spanking new and we were ready to run business the way it should be run.
And then we go ahead and help them set up a standardized checklist. What do I look at the beginning of my shift? What do I look at the end of my shift?
Standardize, set your standards. What do you want?
What do I do when I come into my desk at the beginning of the day? How do I want to leave it at the end of the day?
Everybody knows what they're doing, when they're doing it, how they're doing it, and why they're doing it. And the only way to do that is set your standard.
And then we talk with management about how to build a sustainable program.
There's a tool called a scorecard, a 5S scorecard.
So that folks know and talk about 5S every day, from VP, C-level, all the way to the folks on the shop floor who are doing it every day.
There's certain criteria on the scorecard that you look for, the cleanliness of the area, are the tools put back in place.
And that over time is going to be a stronger tool because people are going to buy into that and know that it's going to improve their own work. And that's what makes 5S sustainable.
The way we've designed our checklist, if there's something on there that's out of the standard, there's an area that you write what's on there, and then the next day we look at that and we attack it and fix it.
5S has a very strong visual element. It is really a key feature of 5S, and that's a place for everything and everything in its place. And that is really accomplished by visual controls. What really strengthens 5S and makes it sustainable is when people every day are looking at improving their jobs through visual tools. Lines on the floor, lines on the wall that show amount of inventory to be held, where tools go, and that really takes the frustration out of their daily work and helps the employees be more productive.
Areas are marked, everything has a home. We've got tape all over the floors, but it's in an organized manner. And as you're walking people through the shop, it's something to where you don't have to really tell the story anymore. It's a self-telling story. The comments that you get about, wow, you know, this looks organized, it's clean. There's a lot of pride in that. And I like taking people through and I like talking about 5S. It's at least 100% savings on just the fact that you find your tools and apply that approximately 6 minutes a day to find a tool where now it's 0 and we've got 100 and some employees. So that's huge. Quicker, cleaner, safer.
And it's another way to empower the employees to be part of that.
It's been a pleasure. We're on a journey and we've created a totally different looking shop with what we've done with the 5S.